very, very daunting task in my life. I had to write an obituary. And it was for a woman, guys, that I just loved. Like, I loved her. She lost her life at 35 years old. It was taken from her very abruptly. And it was awful. Because as I sat there trying to think about what to put on paper, I had to think of all the amazing things she was. And let me tell you, she was a complete rock star. She made other people look at her and be like, damn, you have it all together, woman. And she did it. She did it every day, and she smiled, and she did it with grace, and she carried it all, and she was the rock, and she was an amazing mom, and she did crafts, and dinner was ready at 5 every day, house was clean, like, she was amazing. And then she was gone. So I had to put on paper all of that, and I would write, and then I'd rip it up and throw it away. And I would write more, and I'd rip it up and throw it away, because no words I put on that paper did her any justice. Nothing. No words amounted to who and what she was. And it was the most grueling task of my life. Here's the worst part of it, is I carried guilt for her death. I felt like her death was my fault. Had I made one decision differently in my life, maybe she'd be here. And I asked myself that every time I wrote this. Every time I sat down, I was like, how do you honor her when it's partly your fault? She's gone. But here's the truth, guys. It was my obituary I was writing. At age 35, I lost myself completely. I felt like nothing but an empty shell with nothing left to offer this world. I used to wonder, why am I here? What am I here for? What is my role? What is my purpose now? My job was gone. My marriage was fading. I felt like I gypped my 2 beautiful children who are with us here tonight. I felt like I gypped them because I didn't have energy for crafts. I wasn't making dinner. I wasn't singing songs. I wasn't being playful. I was surviving. And not just surviving nicely, I was surviving by increments of the day. So there was so much guilt that I lost her by one decision. So I did what I had to do, and I shed so many tears. Like, to say it was grueling, to say it was painful, to say there was anguish is an understatement. I've never cried like I did for my former self. Because here's where I lost myself. I defined myself by a label. I got lost by 4 little magical letters called PTSD. And they defined my worth, my identity, what I could offer anybody, and who I was when I looked in the mirror. And those letters held me back for way too long in my life. I lost myself to a label. But when I wrote my obituary, when I grieved, when I cried, when I screamed, when I crumpled that paper up and threw it against the wall, something magical happened in those moments. Something really came alive in me. And what came alive in me was the person I am now. The lessons that I've learned, the gifts that I have, the person I am, the mother I am, the lessons I can give them now because I'm stronger. All of that came out of grief. All of that came out of pain. All of that came out of everything of losing myself. And without losing her, without grieving her, without mourning her, without acknowledging her, without celebrating her, I wouldn't be who I am today. So guys, if you have a label, if there's something in your life that is holding you down, is holding you hostage, makes you lose sleep at night, makes you skip the meals and think, who the hell am I in this world? I challenge you to think, what do you have to offer? Take that label aside. Look at that label as a gift. Look at that label as an opportunity to redefine who you want to be today. Not who society told you to be when you were 21 and started a career. Not who your coworkers told you for all those years. Not who you thought you had to be in order to be accepted, but who do you want to be today? Who do you want to wake up and look in the mirror? Who do you want to look at the mirror at nighttime and say, damn, I'm proud to be her? That is how you live beyond those labels. That's how you take back your life. And that is, guys, honestly, how you live life to the fullest and stand tall every single day knowing you live life by your terms, by your definitions, by the way you want to. You celebrate what you want. You dance when you want to. You do whatever you want by your terms. So if life is holding you back, if there's a definition, a label, if there's something holding you back, release that. Mourn it. Grieve it. Stomp on it. Kick its tush. My kids are here. Got myself fast on that one. Kick its tush to the curb and see who you are and really embrace who you are, because that is your gift. Thank you.